Well, it's officially official, ladies and gentlemen. The Arizona Cardinals have placed running back James Conner on IR, which is going to hold him out for a total of at least 4 games. What is the plan for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward? And we got a little update here on Kyler Murray. Let's dive right in. Alright, everyone, welcome back in. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Definitely go and follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description below. Alright, everyone, let's get started here. Let's talk about the big breaking news that just dropped not too long ago, and that is that the Arizona Cardinals are officially placing running back James Conner on IR, which is going to hold him out for a total of 4 games. And if you guys didn't watch the video that I posted yesterday, this is kind of what I was talking about, right? Where it didn't sound very good here for James Conner when JG was on the local radio station 98.7 talking to them. They ended up asking him, do you think they're going to be, like, he's going to be missing some time? And he ended up saying, yeah, he thinks that there's going to be a certain amount of time that he truly believes he's going to miss. Now, there was a level of hesitancy in his voice. I don't think he wanted to kind of really put that out there on Monday, but officially it was announced today that the Arizona Cardinals are placing James Conner on IR, which is worse, right? Because the bar was at least 2 to 3 games, but now being that James Conner's on IR, he needs to miss a total of 4 games, which is an absolute heartbreaker here for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward. So that means he's going to be missing October 15th game, October 22nd game, as well as October the 29th game, and then as well as November the 5th. So he's not going to be eligible to come back until November the 12th game, or at least that week's game. So definitely a huge blow here for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, talking about James Conner, this is kind of one of those instances where when we signed him, a lot of people were really worried about the idea of him always being injured. Now, I think we all acknowledge that James Conner is a very good player and a really good person, right? And I would rather have him on the field than not, but this is something that we've been struggling with for a very long time, right? And this is even taking him back to his Steelers days where he's always having some sort of injury. And this is one thing that I was really kind of harping on the idea that I really wanted the Arizona Cardinals to make sure that we had some sort of contingency backup plan in the offseason, because something like this was going to happen. It happens every single year for James Conner. It's very, very unfortunate. It's the circumstances that happens, and obviously with him being the workhorse of the Arizona Cardinals, it takes a toll on his body. So definitely unfortunate news, especially because I felt like he was the heart and soul of this offense for the Cardinals, and definitely very unfortunate. Now, what are the Cardinals going to do? We did end up hearing JG say that we most likely will be going into a running back by committee. Now, right now, who we have on our depth chart is Amari DeMarcado. He is listed as the number 2 behind James Conner. After him is Keontae Ingram, but we all know we haven't really seen a lot of Keontae Ingram in the regular season because he's been battling a neck injury, but there is some optimism about him coming back here pretty soon. And then we just claimed Tony Jones Jr. off of the waivers that I believe the Saints were the ones who ended up releasing him. So the Arizona Cardinals have those players. And on top of that, we do got Damian Williams that was put on our practice squad. And then we got Corey Clement that I believe we activated him last week, but we didn't end up using him against the Bengals game. So the Cardinals have a good dosage of different players that we can use. Now, is this going to be an instance where the Arizona Cardinals might be using Rondale Moore, right? Now, I like the idea of the Arizona Cardinals using Rondale more, but not under these circumstances, right? I love the idea of James Conner being that workhorse, but kind of having that speed guy in Rondale Moore. With the circumstances that we're in now, I don't know if the Cardinals are going to have a more heavy dose with him in the running back position, especially because of his injury history. So do I want to see Rondale Moore back there? Yes, but not as much as I once said, right? Because of this James Conner news that dropped, there's more implications that are out of our hands at this very moment. So most likely Amari DeMarcado or Keontae Ingram is going to be seeing the heavy workload, but I think we're going to be doing a running back by committee more than anything. So man, let's see what this offense is going to look like without James Conner. But let's be honest, James Conner was the heart and soul of this offense, and there's going to be a change that goes around, but as of right now, TBD. Now, in that same interview, our local radio station host ended up asking him, when does he feel like Kyler Murray is coming back? Now, I get it, right? We're all kind of in this instance right now where we feel like Kyler Murray is going to be able to save the day. And I truly do think that Kyler Murray is a big catalyst of turning around this organization. And it's getting to the point where all we're really getting is kind of like little nuggets here and there, little breadcrumbs here and there. And it's kind of getting a little annoying. I'm not going to lie to you, but I understand the circumstances and where we're at. I think a lot of Cardinal fans are getting antsy. Kyler Murray wants to come back, but it all has to be cleared through the medical staff. But let's dive right into what the most recent comments from Jonathan Gannon had to say about Kyler Murray.
All right, this is your show. You've got the name on the billboard, so I'll ask you about Kyler and the chances of him being off this PUP list sometime this week. Is he close? Do you feel that it'll be either this week or next week?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see how the next couple days go, but comfortable where he's at. Like I said, he's getting better every day. I know he's chomping at the bit. I kind of sound like a broken record, but when he's ready to go, he'll go. So feel good about where he's at, though.
And again, you fully expect that he is going to play a decent amount of games this season?
I do.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of the same stuff that we've been hearing for a very long time, right? That Kyler Murray is chomping at the bit, and whenever he's ready, we're going to put him out there. We've been hearing that for the past few weeks. But one thing I really want to focus on is the idea of our local radio station hosts, and ended up pushing the idea of, do you think that Kyler Murray is going to be playing a good dosage of these games this year, right? Which has a lot of people in question, right? A lot of Arizona Cardinal fans do not even think that Kyler Murray is even going to come back at all anytime this year. But kudos to our local radio station host for getting this out of JG. Jonathan Gannon actually agreed to the fact that we are going to see Kyler Murray for a good dosage of this year, which is pretty exciting right now. When is that going to happen? We don't 100% know right now. All we're going off is speculations, but we never know, right? We can get the news dropped on us on Wednesday. We can get the news dropped on us on Thursday that he's going to be removed off of IR. But please keep in mind that when Kyler Murray is removed off of IR, doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be seeing him the following week, right? We have heard Jonathan Gannon come out and say the most important thing is obviously the health and the clearance of Kyler Murray being able to play at a high level, but he wants him to fully understand this offense, and that might take a week or two. But I think the first step that a lot of us are really kind of waiting for is Kyler Murray to be removed off of that IR. And being that we heard that Jonathan Gannon truly feels that Kyler Murray is going to be playing a good dosage of games this year, that's exciting, right? That's definitely something that's pretty exciting here, or at least I'm going to take that as a excitement type of realism here. So let's see what happens. We don't know what a good dosage of games are going to be, right? I don't know if that's 5 games, 6 games, 7 games. We don't 100% know, but as of right now, TBD, ladies and gentlemen, that is the latest update for the Arizona Cardinals and how we're going to handle this running back situation. I just hope that it works out for the Cardinals, because let's be honest, our offense ran through our run game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, have a great rest of your day and go Cards. But first, a word from our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. If you are a fan of fantasy football or fantasy any sports, this is probably one of the best apps to do so. They have so many different fantasy leagues going on daily, weekly. Any chance you want to build the best roster and try to win yourself some money, Underdog Fantasy is the best place to do so. Right now, if you use promo code AZSF, it will match your deposit up to $100. Download the app today and try to win yourself some money, but please gamble responsibly.